my god, here we go. Here it is. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What is that? What the fuck is happening? Yeah, I think this is it. You guys, I'm getting freaked out by those New Jersey UFO sightings. At first, I was like, UFOs, I can probably get behind. They might take pity on us, might add some nice mediation we need in this world. And then people are like, oh, it's the government drone. And I'm like, all right, slightly less acceptable. And then someone's like, hey, those are the seraphim. Ezekiel mentions biblically accurate versions of angels, and that's a biblically accurate angel. They spin. And then I click on the link, seraphim, and what do I see? Something spinning that looks exactly like what's in the sky. It almost had me converting. It almost had me convert back to which I came from. I was frightened. I'm frightened. And what's scary about this is historic flooding. Things are crazier than we've literally ever seen them, I think, in the world. Can I say that? Are people going to eat me alive if I say that? I feel like things are scary right now. The people are somehow no longer frightened while I have maintained my healthy level of fear. Perhaps on an enhanced level now I'm scared. All right? So if it's aliens, I think I can get behind that. All right? Like, mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can communicate. And I don't know how much time we have left on this earth, but perhaps the TikTok comment section does. So stay alive. Okay.
This is wild. All the roads are blocked off. Drone. We're supposed to be on lockdown. There might be a maniac running around here. Cop at the end of the driveway. All their lights are off and they're just looking at the drone. They're trying to find somebody. Crazy. So a drone just went down. We're supposed to be locked in our house right now. Whole road, cops everywhere. There's one right at the end of my driveway. One right there. There. I don't know where that drone went. Another one over there. What the fuck is going on? I hope it's not like a murderer and I'm just out here fucking around. And they won't tell us what's going on. They told us to just stay inside, lock the doors. Cruiser in stealth mode. Definitely want to know what's going on. We're on Cape Cod and Bourne, Sagamore Beach.
Hey, I just wanted to make this quick video to say, as someone who's living in North Jersey, specifically Morris County, the only place where this seems to be happening, there are drones in the sky. They specifically only come out at night. They're the size of like really small cars, like maybe like a quarter of the size of helicopters, and nobody knows why they're here. We've been told that the drones don't mean us any harm. Like that was like the language that was used, but the FBI are investigating the situation. So I just thought it would be important to talk about so that people outside of this very small county could know what the fuck is going on. There are dozens of them, and they fly around every single night. Like, it's so hard to get a picture of these things because, like, they're painted like this black gray. If anyone can shed light, let us know.
Oh my god.
So this is Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. I came outside because a lot of community on the Ring camera system has been reporting a lot of drones circling around the Marple Newtown area right now. These aren't all planes. They all seem to be drones. You see them out there in every angle. Again, reporting from Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. Let's look over this way. There were some over here a little while ago. There's one, see it over there? Maybe I'll zoom in, you can see, there you go. They all seem to be coming from this direction. Pretty neat, but also pretty mysterious. What are they? Are they drones? They're not planes. There's another one to the right of the tree. Very interesting.
Y'all aren't talking enough about these drones that are being spotted in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And because of the lack of hubbub and uproar, I still have to go to work tomorrow. That's bullshit. These drones are the size of SUVs, okay? If by chance they're not being operated by people and they're aliens, I don't want to be in a classroom full of kids when Mars Attack or Independence Day happens. I can barely get these kids to listen to me during like a fire drill, right? What do I do during an alien invasion? That's when I were driving home yesterday. We live in the Philly suburbs and we saw 2 of them and they were definitely not planes, right? But they're like the size of an SUV and they're just like going everywhere. Like, what is this? And the local government doesn't know and the local police don't know. They're like, hey, yeah, beats us. They just closed down the street, right? But now the FBI's getting involved. And the FBI's like, hey, we don't know what this is, but you guys are probably fine. Like, don't worry about it. You guys are safe for now. Well, when does that change? Here's the kicker. They have said, oh, these aren't hobbyists, right? These aren't like average Joes operating their drone that they bought at the Costco. So then who the fuck are they? I think that gives us like 2 options then, right? It's either like foreign adversaries or aliens. Here's the thing, if you're telling us we have nothing to worry about, right? And you're like, oh, we shouldn't be scared, then bring one down. Bring one down, right? Just like, pew, pew, and drop it down and see what it is, right? But you're scared to. Why are you scared to do that? Why are you scared to take one of these down? I don't like it. A lot of unknowns about this. And because of that, I think that we should get work off indefinitely until y'all figure it out. I can't be in charge of 30 kids if aliens invade. I cannot be in charge of a whole classroom because they're going to say something insensitive. They're going to make fun of the aliens. They're going to make, why are your eyes so big? War.
I don't know what's going on with these drones, but I'm in Ocean County, New Jersey, and shit's getting weird. We may be being attacked, and we're all just like, all right, I'm gonna make a TikTok. I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna bake some Christmas cookies. I'm not even getting into the political side of it because my tinfoil hat is going to explode. But there are tons of drones here. There apparently were dozens of them called in overnight from Island Beach State Park. If you're from New Jersey, you know, which is right across the water from us. People are reporting things like their clocks in their houses are randomly changing. Like the drones will go over their house and then all of a sudden their clock on their microwave is wrong or their clock in their car is wrong. Our Wi-Fi hasn't been working all day, but 2 of our cameras are somehow mysteriously connected to the Wi-Fi, but none of the other cameras, we have like 10 cameras here, none of the other cameras will connect to the Wi-Fi, but 2 of them do. My clocks haven't changed. Nothing weird like that has happened other than the weird Wi-Fi thing and our cameras, but I'm going to try to hang out outside a little bit tonight and see if I see anything, or just look out my back window, see if I see anything. If I do, I'll be the first to post it, I promise you. But have you guys been seeing them? Let me know in the comments. Have you seen them? What are you hearing about them? This is getting really creepy. Oh, and they're also flying over the military bases, and the military bases aren't shooting them down. If you haven't heard about this, by the way, they are like the size of large SUVs. They're not normal drones. They're like military drones. Alien drones. Okay, my tinfoil hat's gonna explode. I'm done.
Oh my god, here we go. Here it is. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What is that?
We got drones the size of Chris Christie flying over New Jersey. Nobody knows who the fuck that is. Dozens of them, and you don't know who the fuck it is. We know it's not a risk to your safety, but we don't know who the fuck it is. Nice. Malibu's on fire right now. On fire. The place is burning. People are evacuating. It's a fucking disaster. We got Daniel Penny's gonna sue Alvin Bragg. Sue the balls off of that fat fuck. Sue him. And Jay-Z, yo, listen, Mr. Z, hold your statements, all right? Because none of us believe you, you scumbag rat piece of shit with your stupid fucking haircut. Nobody believes you. Nobody believes you. All right? The fuck kind of shit show we got going on here? Yo, the fuck are you doing? Scumbag motherfucker.
So this is not right here, this thing. It's not a Christmas tree. It's not an airplane. It's a drone. And this is just one of the probably 50 drones I've seen over my house in the last few weeks. We don't know where they're coming from. We haven't had any answers from our government. And on the news today, someone said that they are coming from an Iranian mothership. Those words exactly. And they are coming here to spy on us. So yeah, that's...
I live in North Jersey and I've seen the drones. I'm also an environmental science major and I've taken classes that pertain to this. I've taken a GIS, Geographic Information Systems course, and I've also taken a drones course where we learn how to use government-style drones. We had an opportunity to actually get a government license from the course. We learned how to fly the drones around to collect data using LiDAR, and this data was visual and non-visual data. And in GIS, we would interpret that data. Think of software like Google Earth. I see a lot of people asking, why don't we just fly a drone up and then figure out what these things are? That's very illegal. Any person in possession of a drone that's equipped to fly high enough and have a long enough battery life to check out what these things are, they need a government license. They also need a permit to fly in any airspace, and the fact that these drones are in restricted airspace is very fishy to me, because why wouldn't the government figure out what they are, right? In my humble opinion, whatever they are, the government knows what they are already. In my opinion, they're not disclosing everything for a specific reason. Do I know what reason it is? It could be a million things, bro. Didn't major in politics. But the government holding a meeting in New Jersey, that was all theatrics. It's so that the public doesn't freak out.
Perfect timing. Let's get it not in that light, though. He's gonna come right over me. Let's do it, buddy. Come on, you and me. He knows this is where I buy my vape pods. Although, I don't know. What the heck? That looks crazy. Why does the light look like that? What the... Why does the light look like that? What am I doing here? Is that normal? Okay. Okay, it's just an optical thing. It's my camera being weird. Yeah, it's my camera being weird. Okay, it is. Where are you from, man? I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Okay, some trippy light stuff going on. Yo. Is it not doing that thing again? Okay. It's just some camera.
Drone sightings. So last night I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. He has been working it every single night. He's got his own tethered drones chronicling. One of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. So we thought maybe they'll replicate it. They didn't, but we thought it was a possibility. Then last night we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them. And I said, what's the rules of engagement? I mean, you do it if you're fighting against a narco trafficker or something. And they said, we don't know, we don't have any. So I did reach out to the commanding officer at the Joint Base, which is also in my district, and talked to him, had a very good conversation, Colonel Anthony Smith, Joint Base Fort Dix McGuire, the 87th Air Wing, Air Base Wing today. And I said, I know you have the capability, you've put out press releases, to identify and bring down drones. Why can't you deploy them at least to the ocean? Bring one of these down, find out who's doing it. They have the capability. They said, well, we don't have the authority, only within the parameters of our base. Well, there's a national interest here. Our jets fly over the ocean all the time for training, so that perimeter is larger. So I did write Secretary Lloyd Austin asking that capability that may be sitting in a closet somewhere, I know they use it all the time, but bring it out. And I'm not saying you got to share it with the sheriffs. It'd be nice. Just do it yourself in the interest of the American public. So I would ask if you would echo that request. I mean, DOD's got the capability, and maybe Homeland Security does as well. When we had a Zoom meeting with Secretary Mayorkas, our governor put it together, and I appreciated that. But I asked them, why can't we just track where they go to? Seemingly they're going out to sea, to something, a ship. We don't know for sure.
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen about anything, okay? It was ridiculous. There were no answers. Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today, spent an hour in there. I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So why do you think they called this meeting?
No idea. Why would you call a meeting to tell people you don't know anything? I have no idea. And then when the legislators would ask questions, there were no answers. Here's the most frustrating part. The colonel of the state police said that he had a helicopter of his flying over above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something, I can't remember exactly what he said, and he felt unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. Where'd it go? Who knows? Didn't want to follow it because he didn't feel safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? I mean, honestly.
Do they have any idea where these drones are originating?
No, they don't. They would. Maybe if they followed that sucker to when it landed, they would know, but they don't. This is a complete lack of effort, in my opinion, on trying to figure this out. This is not about ability. We have the technology, we have the people, we have the training, we have the resources, we have the money. It's just a lack of effort. I mean,
why?
I don't know. They should be saying, you know what they should have done today with productive use of our time if they didn't know anything? Come in there and say, hey, legislators, we don't know anything. But if you get us these 10 things, do these 10 things for us, and the governor calls in this kind of action, we can figure it out. Will you help us? And then we would have helped them. But instead it was just excuse after excuse, and we know nothing. It was infuriating, and I got up and I walked out.
You've been in the service, right?
Yeah, I was an attack helicopter pilot, Apache helicopter pilot in the Army, and I helped stand up the initial unmanned aircraft training battalion in the aviation sector of the Army. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and these guys are not doing the job they need to do to figure out what's going on, and that is the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the state police.
And they're saying no threat to Americans.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing. When I walked in here today, I was actually pretty calm. I was excited to be here to find out a couple things. I thought they'd be like, hey, listen, it's FedEx, trying to figure it out. But instead I got the most ridiculous amateur hour briefing I've ever sat through.
There they are. There they are. There they are. Oh. Marmora, New Jersey.
We shouldn't be outside.
Go! But here they are. They look like a fucking triangle. They look like a triangle. Oh my god, here we go. Here it is. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What is that? No way. And an F-16 just flew over. No way.
We have some big news right now. Lawmakers are now calling for a limited state of emergency to be implemented in New Jersey over the recent sightings of drones that no one knows where they're coming from. John Bramnick, a Republican state senator from New Jersey, says that there needs to be a, quote, limited state of emergency until the public receives an explanation regarding these multiple sightings. Now, Governor Phil Murphy of New Jersey says that there is no threat to the public from these drones. Robert Wheeler, an FBI official in charge of investigating this matter, has no idea, according to his testimony in front of Congress, what the explanation is for these sightings. When asked whether the public was at risk, his answer was simply, we just don't know. More than 3,000 sightings have allegedly been tipped into the FBI, according to Wheeler. But so far, there has been no breakthrough, and at least one Republican lawmaker in New Jersey is now calling for a limited state of emergency. It's pretty interesting that the country's preeminent law enforcement agency does not have an answer for why there are random drones floating in New Jersey. I will continue to provide you updates as soon as we get more information on this, so be sure to follow along to stay updated on all the news you need to know about.
I live in New Jersey and I need to know why we're being asked to continue business as usual, like they're not minivan-sized drones flying over our homes every night. And more importantly, how if you're not on TikTok, you might not actually know what's going on. You have no answers for us, and you want me to go to work? Like, if those things turn out to be a threat, and they decide to attack during peak, like, traffic hours, like, am I supposed to sacrifice myself on the parkway? On the park? If I go down on the parkway, I'm gonna hunt everybody in their state.
Oh, that's terrible.
You seem kind of psyched.
No, I'm bummed. But I wasn't bummed. I was stoked.